Hi everyone! Hi! I just wanted to let you know how much I miss you guys, and I completely understand how you may feel about your grays right now, and I really wish that I can help you with them myself, but at this point, since I can't, let me just try and help you another way. If you're already my client, you should have already ordered your custom color with me. If you haven't done so, make sure to go to www.duethair.com/roots, and you'll be able to fill out a request form for a root color touch-up kit. And once you fill that out, I will respond back to you immediately, send you your invoice, and put in your custom color for you. So I want to make sure that you're going to be using the color that is prescribed to you, that is ordered for you, rather than going to a drugstore and purchasing color there. Sometimes box color can be really unpredictable. A lot of the times it can be very damaging, and other times if it's just plain bad box color, you can result in hot roots or orange roots, which means that's going to be a color correction the next time I see you in the salon, and we wouldn't want that. Okay, so things to remember is that this kit is not for your entire head. It's literally for your hairline and your part. You don't want to do your entire head because you don't want to have bleed marks. You also don't want uneven coverage because since you're not a professional, your application time might be a lot slower, so the processing time will be really different. To prevent that, I just want you to do your hairline and your part line. This is specifically what this kit was made for you to get by in between appointments. So I just want to make sure that you're not trying to double up and apply it on your whole head, especially if you have highlights in your hair. Like, you wouldn't want to cover up your beautiful highlights and become a color correction, right? What I want for you is for you to feel confident about your hair until I see you again during your hair appointment. So let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start now with the color, where you're going to make sure that you add the color and the developer mixed together in your bowl. And you're going to make sure that you are mixing it as well as possible with your brush, just so that you make sure that the processing will be consistent and even. And once you've done that, actually I probably should put my hair down. Okay, you're going to need a towel, so you're going to put a towel over your shirt. I highly recommend like a button-down shirt. So wear a button-down shirt. Mine actually has a collar, and even though I'm not going to put color all the way in the back, it's just good habit to just pop your collar in and then put your towel over. And then I am going to tie this with a hair tie if you don't have a clip. You don't really need like an extra sectioning comb. I'm not going to use it because I'm just going to assume that everyone has the most minimal amount of material or tools at home. So I'm just trying to use whatever I can just from the kit. So you're going to have a brush. Sorry, I don't have the kit with me, but I'm just using like a bowl and a brush. It really doesn't matter what size brush you have. Actually, the smaller the brush, which yours will be, it's going to be easier to control and apply. So you're going to make sure you find your part that you like to wear your hair in. So I like to wear my hair just kind of off center to here. So I've made like a clean line almost. I'm just trying to do it through the viewfinder, so I'm trying to be as neat as possible. But I'm going to just kind of scoop up my color, make sure it's clean on one side and loaded on the other side. Okay, clean, loaded. So I'm just going to apply right where my root is, right here. And I'm going to just apply the color as far back as possible. Okay. And then I'm going to make sure I get the other side as well. And just go far back as possible to the round of your head if you can. Like so. Okay? All right, and then we're going to do another fine section, kind of flip it like so, and then just apply the bottom and the top like this, okay? And then I'm gonna do this maybe like 2 or 3 more times on this side because I have less hair on this side, right? Because my part is all the way to my right. So I'm going to just continue on and apply my roots and make sure that I get the top. So I like to use it loaded on the bottom first, and the remainder I like to blend up on top. And sometimes like I'm already noticing like being messy with my hands and I feel color on it. So you could just wipe it off. Like wipe it off or wipe it off somewhere else on a different towel or a paper towel if you want to throw it away. And make sure that your hands are staying clean so that you're not accidentally touching your hair and messing up any highlights that there might be on the bottom, or even just kind of accidentally making your ends look too blotchy. So I'm going to get a little bit more, flip it to the side, and I'm going to apply. I'm going to go as far back as possible, and then I'm going to bring it up top like this. See? It's more difficult when you're doing it by yourself, so I totally feel you guys. All right, down, and then up. Okay, so I think I did like four little sections on this side. I'm just gonna go back off my part again. Make sure that your hands are like nice and clean, and just part your hair. And I have bangs too, so like I feel like people with bangs, it's more difficult. So I think this is a good example for people with bangs. But if you don't have bangs, it's fine because it's way easier with people with no bangs. So I'm just going back to my original part, and then I'm gonna work my way back to this way. So like this. And I think this would be totally easier if you're doing it in front of the mirror. I'm just looking at it through a viewfinder on my camera. So I feel like it's a little bit more difficult that way, but I am trying my best to stay as neat as possible. But taking another section, I think that section was a little bit too big, honestly. So in that case, I'll just reload my brush and then apply this side too. Reload. Okay. I'm gonna do a few more times, like maybe 3 more times on this side. So I'm gonna just take another section, flip it over, and then just get the other sides, both sides of my hair. Like so. I think we're good. So I got the part line. So I got majority of the part line area. And now we're going to do the hairline. I know the hairline is the part where most women get the most frustrated with it. So let's have a clean side and a loaded side. And with the loaded side, we're just going to go around and get the hairline. Okay, and you could get above the ear too, like that, and maybe behind the ear, that helps too, but usually behind the ear is okay. You just want to get above the ear, just lift the hair up, get above the ear, get around the hairline, reload if you need to, like so, and then I like to just dip just a corner like this. like so I could get it on the tip right here. And then I like to get the sideburns like that. And then just load in as much color as I can on the sideburns. Like so. And then we're just going to complete the rest of your hairline. So let's make sure your hand's clean. And then we're just going to flip all this hair back. Flip the bangs back slowly, little by little. Let's flip it back. And then we're just going to get the hairline here. Around the temples where you see the most stubborn grays. You could kind of cake on the hairline if you please, but just make sure you don't over apply. Like you don't want to apply all the way back. You just want to make it that only to how much your hair has grown out to. So like half an inch to a full inch. I feel like if I haven't seen you for about a couple months, it's going to be a full inch long. So up to an inch, I would say. And then again, the temple, sideburns, and above the ear. Above the ear. And then one more time, we're just going to dip the tip of the brush like this. Oh, not too much. Like that. Oh, Coco's crying. And then we're just going to apply the sideburns liberally because they are quite stubborn. Oh, okay, Cokes. Coco. All right. Okay, so then now that my sideburns, my hairline, and my part line is all done, again, one more time, just making sure that your gloves are clean and doesn't have any color on it. You're going to take your hair tie. You're just going to tie your hair back. And then you can take this off now. Yeah. Okay, so this is the finished product. You should see it be like this. Just load it up. And then your part line all applied. You can get baby wipes or something. I love baby wipes the most to kind of clear out any of the color that's on your skin. Yeah, so to remove any excess color from your skin, just use some baby wipes. That helps the most. Or Vaseline before you apply the color. But once it's all applied, I would say to process for 35 to 45 minutes. If you have really fine hair and you also don't have that many grays, then just process it for 35 for now. And when I see you back in the chair, I'll make sure that everything is nice and even. If you have a lot of grays and you have very stubborn grays, and the clients that have stubborn grays, you yourself know if you do or not. So if you do have stubborn grays, let's leave it on for the full 45. Even if you don't have stubborn grays and you have a lot of gray hair, like let's say anywhere 75% of gray hair and higher, then you could also process for 45. But anyone else that is not in those category, let's just process for the 35. You may see a little bit of transparency seeping through, but that's completely fine. I will fix it for you once I see you in the salon, and it's not going to look bad, so don't worry. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you. This is one of my very first few tutorials I've ever done, so it might be a little bit all over the place, but anytime in the future I make more of these, I'll make sure to make it more organized. But in the meantime, hope you stay safe and healthy. I really, really miss everyone, and I cannot wait to see you back in the salon. Thank you. Bye.